Hello, this is Mortaza and I welcome you to the second episode of my C# learning tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. As you probably know, in the last video we kind of talked about Visual Studio and C#, and I promise you that in this next video we are going to create our first project in Visual Studio using C# and we're gonna run that project and see the output. So in order to create a project right now, as you can see here in Solution Explorer, I do not have any projects. So if I want to create a new project, I just go to File and then New, and I go to Project. This is the window, the dialog that can help you to create a new project. And here we've got a wide range of different templates that you can use in order to create different types of applications. For new people, for new developers, this list can be a little bit overwhelming. We're not going to go through all the different options. Doesn't make sense at all. Here we can search for a template. For example, we can say we want to develop a console application, and we can filter the list. And here we, for example, have console applications with C# or console applications with Visual Basic, and console applications with .NET Framework, and console applications with .NET Framework and Visual Basic, and so on and so forth. We are going to go with the first option. We are going to create a console application with C#. A console application, as the name suggests, it is a kind of an application that you can start in a console, like for example a command line. It says here a project for creating a command line application that can run on .NET Core, on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So actually, using this template can create a kind of a cross-platform application which is capable of being executed both on Windows, Linux, and also on Mac OS. And it is a kind of a command line application, so we are not going to have a user interface or UI at the moment. We're probably going to talk about that later. So we will have a kind of a black screen, a console, and we will do everything in that console. So I'm gonna click this, and then I'm gonna click next. Here I need to choose a name for my application. Console app, I think, would be a nice name as of yet for the moment. And then we can choose a location for our files. For example, I'm going to create this project on my desktop, and then my solution name is console app. A solution is kind of a container for different projects. So for example, in one solution you can have multiple projects. So it is, I think, a little bit important to kind of be able to differentiate between the concept of a project and a solution. At the moment, just think of a solution as a container for the multiple projects. You can have multiple projects in one solution. Then I'm gonna click next, and here I'm gonna pick .NET 6 LTS, long-term support, as my target framework, and then I'm gonna create this project. Depending on your hardware, it will take a few seconds to create this project. And I'm gonna just click so that I can see the code. Without doing anything else, I'm gonna just run my project and see the output. I can use this button which says console application. I can click this Control F5, which is going to run my project without debugging it, or I can go to debug and then start debugging, or start without debugging. So first off, I'm going to start my application with a debugger. See what happens. As you can see, a console application brings up a console, and here we see the output. It says console write line hello world. So it means in the console, which is this black window, write a line, write a message, and this is the message that you are going to write or print in the console. We are going to talk about everything that you can see here. Don't worry. And at the end, we see press any key to continue to close this window. So for example, if I press enter, we can close the window. This is our first application with C#, and we ran this application and we saw the output. We're gonna end this video here. In the next video, I want to talk a little bit about the different files that we have here in our solution and in our project, and then we will move on and talk about the different concepts which I have prepared for you. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and share the videos with your friends, and see you in the next video. Take care.